Well, hello everyone. Dr. McIntosh here with Instructional Soul Food 101. There is power in the words that we use every single day. When we think about our roles as educators and facilitating knowledge for our achievers and our scholars, no matter their age, whether it's kindergarten, 6th grade, 7th, high school, college, and even in the working world, the utilization of academic vocabulary and keying in on some very specific words can ultimately impact the amount of knowledge that our achievers are going to not only be exposed to, but also the knowledge that they will acquire and use in authentic teaching and learning experiences every day. As we are planning our lessons, it's very important to be mindful of what it is that we're asking our students to do. When thinking about standardized tests, there are several words that are going to be a trend as they are utilized in various different settings, content area, whether it's social studies, science, even mathematics, and definitely English language arts and reading. Larry Bell's 12 Powerful Words can really impact and strengthen the teaching and learning outcomes for our students. What I mean by that specifically is utilizing those 12 powerful words, and let me give them to you. Trace, analyze, infer, evaluate, formulate, describe, support, explain, summarize, compare, contrast, predict. These are all different academic vocabulary terms that will, in some shape or form, influence how a student is taking in the subject matter from your instruction. These words can be found on a word wall in the classroom that you focus on each week, and even certain times throughout the lesson, you may have a student give them a task of utilizing one of those 12 powerful words in one of their responses to a question that you pose to them. Additionally, a vocabulary assessment of utilizing these words and perhaps them being able to identify a synonym, a word that is very closely related to the very 12 powerful word that you're wanting to emphasize. This is going to help students understand that even though I might not see one of the 12 powerful words on a question, I can look for what that question is going to ask me and be able to relate it back to one of the 12 powerful words. It's there for a reason. The work of Larry Bell in really emphasizing this is to say that students need to be able to have this type of exposure and background if they're going to build upon the conceptual frameworks relative to the social disciplines that they're being exposed to. Knowing this, we can utilize that wording on our word wall. We can also incorporate that in our Bell work, those do now activities. Perhaps it is we're asking a question or two where we're utilizing one of those 12 powerful words or more in a Bell work exercise, and definitely the formative assessment. As I've spoke about the utility of formative assessments, it's a great opportunity. For example, you're needing to justify a specific formula or justify why this phenomena occurred, and you're needing to utilize that type of academic vocabulary. You're using that for students. They're seeing that one of Larry Bell's 12 powerful words are being emphasized in one of their work products, because again, the amount of exposure is going to be critical. If you have 12 weeks until testing, you could focus on one word per week. There's a whole host of different options that are out there when it comes to the utility of Larry Bell's 12 powerful words. I challenge you. Perhaps it is students are looking up what the definition is for each of those 12 words, and then they're also putting it in their own words, okay? So you take 12 powerful words and you create your own set of words, because again, everybody's experiential learning pathway it helps them to make sense of their reality. Everybody does not learn the same, and we know that when we see our student makeup, class to class, school to school. But one thing I know is that there's power in the words we use. Let's maximize the teaching and learning outcomes, whatever school setting, classroom, or collegiate classroom that you find yourself in. And together, our best is still yet to come. Thank you and take care.